What's up, Metabolic Living family? It's Bella here, your lean nutritionist and recipe developer here at Metabolic Living. I hope you guys are ready because we are going to be making low carb, high protein, healthy chocolate chip ice cream. It's made with just 3 ingredients. You don't need a healthy ice cream machine. You don't even need a blender. All you need is a bowl or a Tupperware, a spoon, and the following 3 ingredients. So, first off, we've got 1 can of full fat coconut milk. I like to use organic. You're gonna bung the whole thing in there, by the way. Second ingredient that we have is protein powder. So I love to use our Metabolic super protein in chocolate, but you can also use it in vanilla if you like a little cake batter flavor. You can also, of course, use whatever protein source that you like. The reason I love the Metabolic super protein so much is for several reasons. First off is sourcing. As a nutritionist, I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to finding the highest quality ingredients. It's also minimally processed compared to all the other stuff on the market. Number 2 reason why I love this protein so much is it's actually not just protein. It's got a bunch of other stuff in there. It's got glucosamine and MSM, and if you're interested, we can nerd out about that maybe in another video. But it's also got a digestive enzyme blend, which is great, especially for those of you who are a little bit sensitive to lactose. You might find that really helpful. And it's also got creatine and other things to support your workout and post-workout to speed up that recovery time. So, dark chocolate MSP is going in there. And then lastly, all you will need are your ingredients to pop in. So like, I'm gonna do some chocolate chips. These are actually stevia-sweetened chocolate chips from Lily's. Of course, I'm using chocolate chips because we're doing a chocolate chip ice cream, but feel free to get creative with your flavors. If you're a fruity person, you can add fruit. You can also add little globbles, is that a word? Globbles of peanut butter, almond butter. We actually have a really delish recipe for strawberry and honey roasted peanut butter, so maybe I'll share that with you guys another day. But anyway, whatever you fancy, pop it in there. Today, we're gonna be using half a cup of stevia-sweetened choc chips. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So all you're gonna need first is a bowl, or if you're lazy like me and hate dishes, you can just use a Tupperware. So I like to use a glass Tupperware just to protect myself and my family from BPAs found in plastic, but also to be kinder to the environment. So anyway, grab your Tupperware, grab your coconut milk, and just quite simply pop the entire thing in. You'll notice that the top is kind of like a cream, and then underneath there is the liquid. Actually, you're going to use all of it. So you're going to use the liquid and the cream here. I know some low-carb recipes and dairy-free recipes don't actually call for the whole thing, but today we are using the whole thing because we don't like to be wasteful. Okay, so give it a little stir just to incorporate all of that. Okay, so pop that in there, and then you're going to do about 3 to 4 scoops of protein. Really, honestly, just depending on your taste. I think 3 scoops is the sweet spot here. So I'm going to pop in 3 scoops of the Metabolic super protein. Another reason I love this protein is the taste. It's actually absolutely delish. You don't need any other sweetener. Okay, keep stirring, stirring, stirring until everything is incorporated nicely. You guys don't need an ice cream machine to make ice cream, I promise. It's kind of looking like a choc yogurt right now, a choc yog. Okay, stir it up. Okay, we're good. See, it's all incorporated fabulously. Now we add in our goodies. So I'm, as I said, using my choc chips. So popping them all in there, and I like mine really chocolatey, and I kind of like the little crunch that the chips add. So popping them in there. Okay, so you stirred it all together. Honestly, it's that simple. As I said, I'm doing mine directly in the Tupperware because I'm lazy. So anyway, pop it in the Tupperware, give it a good stir so it's all nice and ready to go. And then all you're gonna do, and this is the secret to making the ice cream without the ice cream machine, pop on the lid, and you're gonna pop this in the freezer, and we are gonna give it a stir in 30 minutes. So go and put it in your freezer, come back here in 30 minutes, and I'll meet you there and we'll give it a stir together. All right. All right, just grabbed it out of the freezer. Okay, so it's really starting to firm up quite nicely now. It's getting a little bit thicker. Make sure that you scrape around the edges to get everything in there. And then we're gonna pop it back in. As I said, guys, just repeat it over and over and over again. It will be so worth it. All right, guys, so it's been exactly 30 minutes, so I thought we could all do this part together. Open up the lid, oof, and see. So, as you can see, it started to get a little bit stiff, but not bad. So we're just gonna essentially give it another little stir. And then we are gonna pop it back in the freezer for another 30. What you're gonna do is essentially just repeat this process probably 3 to 4 times until it's set. The reason we do this is so that it doesn't go icy and it stays nice and soft and creamy, which is of course what we all want in an ice cream. So popping it back in the freezer, and I'll see you guys in a few hours. Just keep going back and forth, back and forth. All right, I think this is our last one. Ooh, so good. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's really firmed up nicely, just like an ice cream should be. Creamy, yet of course, nice and cold and refreshing. Creamy and delish. So good. Well, there you have it, guys. A high protein, low carb, absolutely delicious ice cream recipe that has just 3 ingredients and can of course be made without an ice cream machine. It's absolutely great for your joints, your digestion, your metabolism, and more. If you made this recipe and loved it just as much as I did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and also comment below sharing your thoughts. If you are also on the hunt for more metabolism friendly and of course absolutely delicious recipes, then please be sure to subscribe to our channel using the button below. Thanks so much for making this absolutely delicious ice cream with me, and I will see you all back in the kitchen very, very soon. Have an absolutely fabulous day. I'm actually having this for my breakfast. No shame.